Good morning and welcome back to Nora's Dog Training Company. Now we're here with Winston and Fred, and we're going to be demonstrating the same obedience commands that we showed you with Layla. Fred is using exactly the same training equipment, the 6-foot training leash and his training collar. And again, you'll be taught how to use that when they come home and how to use it correctly. Winston is sitting at heel position, which means that his shoulders are even with his trainer's left leg. And the first exercise that they're going to demonstrate for you is the heel. Remember, it's Winston heel. Sometimes you can't hear the trainer very well, but the dog certainly can. And his job at this point is to stay even with your left leg, not dragging you down the street, matching pace with you. If you want to walk at a little bit faster pace, he should do that. If you want to slow down, he should do that. And when you stop, he should sit automatically without being told and wait for his next command. And the next command that we're going to demonstrate is his stay. Again, it's a hand and a voice command, and all of your stationary exercises are one-word commands. One of the things that these young golden retrievers lack is self-control, and this makes them focus. It's like teaching your child to sit still in church. Fred's going to walk back all the way around him, returning all the way back around to heel position. Again, an additional distraction. Back where they started, he gives them very little praise. You can't hype him up. You can see the tail is going. He is amped. So you definitely don't want to do too much praising when you're working with the dogs, because then you've got to know how to reel them back in, and sometimes that's difficult. So in the beginning, just a little praise. Fred leaves him in another sit stay. You keep your tone nice and even. The dogs can hear you. And this time, instead of returning back to him, Fred calls him in. And you see that he took his front feet off the ground, but he didn't put them up. So he's being taught not to put his front feet on you. Back to heel, back sitting. You guys are going to have so much fun being able to take your dog for nice walks without being dragged. And we're going to be there to help you and coach you. Fred leaves him in another sit stay. He's going to demonstrate that recall exercise again for you. Comes right in front and sits. And then goes back to heel and back sitting. Very nicely done. Now the next exercises that we're going to be demonstrating for you are Winston's down commands. And you notice that Fred's not telling him to sit. Now he's going to use his left open palm straight down toward the ground, down and stay. And again, you're going to practice this with the dogs together. And again, this is all about maturity and being able to hold it. So Fred told him no, placed him back into a down, makes him complete the exercise as it was taught. When Fred returns back to him, he's going to walk all the way around him, all the way back around to heel position. And they'll demonstrate that exercise again for us. That's an important one. The down stays are good. And again, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge for you to remember now that your dogs understand commands and to use them in your everyday living situations. They are also hand command trained, so you really don't have to do a lot of talking if you don't want to. This time Fred will call him in again. Praises him for a good job. Back to heel, back sitting. Very good. They have very different personalities, but they actually both have done very well. Winston is probably what Fred would consider to be the quicker study, but I think Layla did a fabulous video. No, he didn't pay attention, so Fred said no, and then repeated the command, and that's what you do. This time he's going to use his right hand to give the command. That's your down from a distance. Now we have demonstrated for you Winston's version of all of your obedience commands. And again, both dogs have done a fabulous job here at school. We've enjoyed having them. They've run and played. They've had a great time and they've learned a lot. And thank you again for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.